made something some time ago, and I don't think I've showed it. Maybe I have, I probably have, but I haven't showed it framed. So I made 2 drawings, pretty huge drawings actually, and if you can see this now, like they're framed now, and yeah. So hopefully it looks great. I framed it and I put some black paper behind it. I was gonna do colored paper actually, but the problem with that was that it, what can I say, I didn't have any. My art class didn't have any, and I don't want to purchase some, but they had a bunch of black paper, and I was like, you know what, that will work as well. So here's the other one. A little bit different, but it's still really cool. I really like the bird thing here, that's definitely new. And then there's the faces and stuff, yeah. I don't know, like the other one is more abstract, of course, but I like them both for each of their characteristics. I wouldn't say I like one more. I think they're really cool, but one thing I do love is the size of them. Like they're a great display size. It's just trying to... So you can see here, that's really awesome. That's really nice. And over here we have another one. It's great. It's really great. And if any of you guys want one, like want to purchase one, just DM me on Instagram or stuff like that. They'll also be posted there, of course, to the gram. But yeah, you know, enjoy the video or whatever I'm supposed to say. And yeah, enjoy the video. Okay, I hope you're still here because I'm also drawing in this video, which I think I'm gonna make the title like starting a new sketchbook and something like that, or making the first drawing in my new sketchbook. I was testing out the light here. The light it worked better with just the natural light of the sun, so that's why I did that. Yeah, if I'm breathing a little bit heavy, it's because I was at the gym like 20 minutes ago because I had to do the drawing, and then came back, so I'm a little bit like, I don't know, you know if you work out, you know, like right after you just kind of beat, but you also kind of like you get kind of like happy. You're very happy, but you can feel you've just used your body a lot, so that's just nice. It's a great feeling. I like it. And I also had to do a drawing today because I had the time, because my teacher was sick. So the only 2 classes I had today were canceled, which was nice. Like I'm sad that she's sick and I hope she gets better. But I'm also happy that I don't have to take this kind of useless class every Wednesday. Yeah. And I'm just doing a normal face here really, and it's great. Of course, hopefully you've seen the first clip. I think you have if you're watching this right now. Like some people maybe skip it and some people just stop watching after that. But that's yeah, got some new bigger drawings in frames. And the frames weren't even that expensive. Like it was a decent price for the frames. It just took a lot of time to get here. Like it took 3 weeks or something for the frames to arrive, which is just crazy. Not even 3 weeks, like 2.5, I would say. 2.5 weeks, which is still crazy, but they just perfect. So I can live with it since they're so great. I'm also really happy about getting a new sketchbook. The sketchbook I usually buy was sold out, which was so weird because it's never sold out. Like it's a cheaper sketchbook I usually buy. This one was a little bit more expensive, but I have the feeling that it doesn't really matter. The paper is like 20 grams heavier per square inch, but you know, I just need an A5 sketchbook because that's the perfect size for a not too small, not too big drawing and stuff like that. I will maybe be thinking about doing kind of a series in these larger drawings, you know, the ones from the intro or whatever you want to call it, because I really think that could be something cool. Because the paintings are really nice and the paintings are awesome. I think the paintings are cool, and I also hope people like the paintings. But I really think that the drawings also have a way of standing on their own, and they have a difference compared to the other things that I make, because they're only black and white, and because they're, you know, they're different enough, I would say. Yeah. I also got something. I bought something which was not a waste of money, kind of a waste of money. I can still use it, but it's one of the stupidest things I've purchased. And if you don't know this about me, I like clothes, I like fashion, but one thing I like the most is quality in terms of fashion and clothes. So I'm a lot into selvage denim. I liked it before, it was really popular. And I have a pair of pants that are selvage, but they don't fit me like I want them to fit. So I also got them secondhand, so that's why. So I'm trying to sell those if anybody wants them and you're in Europe. I got Vinted, like you can get them there for a pretty good price. And I saw an apron made of selvage denim. And the price on it was better than buying it new. It was completely new. And I was like, it's the dumbest thing I could ever purchase. Since I don't really have any need for an apron, I could use it when I paint, which I'm probably gonna do. But I still just usually just paint in my normal clothes because I don't really care. I'm an artist, so I'm gonna have paint on my clothes. And I don't paint in my suits or fancy clothes. I just paint in my normal clothes, which I wear. But I have a pair of pants I would like not to get paint on, because I have the same pair with paint on them. You know, so in some ways it could be smart. Especially since it's not like something I want to show off that it's selvage. It's just cool and stupid because yeah. But the indigo is like, it's natural indigo, so my hands got kind of stained blue a little bit. Like, it's easy to wash off with water and stuff. But yeah, that was just weird. But it's a nice thing, and hopefully I'll maybe get some fade, so I don't know. I'll at least just use it as much as possible. I think I'm gonna use it when I paint, just to get a reason for it, to use it. Yeah. Well, I also have to pick up my brother after this, so like literally, right after I've done this voiceover, I'm gonna go out to the car and drive over to his school. And normally it fits with wake up, same time, eat, gym, school stuff for 2 hours, pick up little brother, home. That's usually my routine. But if I don't have the school stuff, I have so much more time. Like I went to the gym like an hour later than usual, which was nice. It changes the feel a little bit. Like the more rest I have before, the better I usually perform. But there's also an equilibrium of not wanting to wait all day and, when I have time. On Monday, I usually work out after school. On Wednesday and Friday, I work out before because I have to meet in school later. Yeah. I also have to frame more pictures. I have more drawings I want to get framed. But, it would be a lot easier if I sold some things. But we'll see about that, It would be cool. But that can wait. At least for now, I just hope my painting video does well. Because every metric is doing well right now. But I would just like it to have a little bit more views. Just let's get up there. It would be really nice. Because I think it's a great video. And I also think it's a really great painting. And I actually filmed most of it this time, instead of deleting the footage by accident. So that's nice. And also the same with this one. Like, I think again, because of the size, it's not too big, but it's not too small. So this makes great drawings, which are awesome to watch. I think my best drawings to watch are these ones, but that doesn't mean you think that. You could like some of the other stuff. I like the completely small ones also because they're so easy and quick to make, but it's not the same. Also, as you've probably seen, the marker I'm using, I got another one of my favorite marker, which I'm also going to be using to sign the backs of the big drawings. You saw in the video, the intro. I'm going to be signing those after. There's no reason to film it, but that's also a thing I can use an acrylic paint marker for. Kind of multifunctional, and the ink has great color, so I just love it. Everything has been, yeah. Yeah. But it is weird not having any school for a whole day just in the middle of the week. Especially because people were like, oh, it's going to be so much harder when you start on, this type of school I'm on now. And I'm like, yes, the subjects are a level above, the normal school, public school. But it's like, since I am dyslexic, I get a whole nother year. So being able to split it up into 3 years instead of 2, super nice, super nice. Yeah, great. And I think I did the hair maybe a little bit too dark, but I also like it. So I'm a little bit torn on the hair, but I think it looks cool and decent at least. Like, it's not bad, but I don't know if it could be better. I don't know. But sometimes, again, with the drawings, then one thing is just perfect, and another thing is like okay, and some things are just bad. Very rarely everything is perfect. Most of the times, one thing is perfect, another thing is also perfect, and some things are, decent. That's still a great drawing. And I guess that's also a part of it. Like, there aren't any mistakes, like Bob Ross said. No mistakes, only happy little accidents. And even still, maybe something I think looks bad, maybe actually some other people think it looks great. It's all subjective, completely. So that's also a part of it, I guess. Yeah. You can see the drawing is done now, or very close to being done. I'm just signing the page, which I had to remember to do because people really want their stuff to be signed on the front for some reason. I'm like, bro, it ruins the picture, but whatever. It's a part of it, I guess. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.